Hello from Royal Caribbean's newest ship, Star of the Seas. We have been having the time of our life, so I figured I'd bring y'all along for our last day. One thing about Dylan, he's gonna sleep in. But once Kemp drug him out of bed, we made our way up to the breakfast buffet. Washi Washi greets us every morning to remind us to wash our hands. We demolished some pancakes and waffles and then grabbed coffee and enjoyed the view for a bit. I don't know how he drinks plain black coffee, but that's beside the point. I moseyed my way on down to the spa so I could book couples massages for later that afternoon. It was raining this day, so I figured it was the perfect time. While I was pushing Andy around so that she could fall asleep, we found the door to the fitness center. But I couldn't get it open, so I took that as a sign to go back up. After a successful nap, I got semi-ready for the day. We would lose our heads if it weren't attached. So, of course, we had to go get Kemp a new C-Pass card because we lost his, and then chowed down. This was Dylan's exact face anytime we made it to the buffet. I married such a goober, but I wouldn't have it any other way because he keeps me laughing. While Dylan hits up the dessert bar, I hit up sprinkles. If you know, you know. And then it was time for our special massage. You will want to stay tuned for that because Dylan was not expecting this massage. But he didn't bat an eye when we checked out, so I would say he liked it. Obviously, I did by the look of my hair and face afterwards. We felt like $1,000,000 bucks. And then we headed up to the top of the ship to witness literal history. It was such an iconic moment seeing Star of the Seas and Icon of the Seas meeting for the first time. The vibes were high. People were waving and dancing. Dylan even played a few games of rock, paper, scissors, and I'm pretty sure he lost every time. I could count on one hand how many times he's ever beat me. He's not very good. While we were up there, a worker stood next to us, and this happened. So we were standing next to this guy who works on the boat. His wife works on the other ship. They were looking at each other from across the way, and it was so sad.
She was sitting there crying, and
She
then
was
Shelby was
crying.
crying.
It was just an emotional
It was
moment.
literally the saddest thing I've ever seen in my life.
It was really sweet, though. I'm gonna blame all the emotions on the massage. Anyway, it was time to get off the ship and go to Perfect Day at Coco Cay. We caught our elevator down to the gangway and then headed off the ship for the first time in 3 days. Seeing both of the ships next to each other was absolutely insane. I mean, come on. It's literally the two biggest ships in the world. I felt like an ant standing next to them. After about 50-11 pictures, we started making our way onto the island. Kemp gets his dancing jeans from me, and maybe Dylan. We love to dance in this household. Andy girl fell asleep in my arm, and Kemp lived his best life at the splash pad. This boy loves the water, and he drug us around that entire splash pad. After playing for a little while, we headed back to the ship to get ready for Caribbean night. And I just want y'all to know my back was breaking after carrying her to the ship. Once we got to our stateroom, we had to wave goodbye to Icon, and then the party began. They greeted us with drinks and an aisle to walk down. Y'all know Dylan was loving this. We ate our meal and listened to the CEO and president of Royal Caribbean. He was cruising along with us. And then we partied some more. Dylan's making that face because this is an inside joke with my family. But that's a story for another time. This is one of our favorite parts about cruising. The waiters and waitresses make dinners so much fun. It's always a party. We actually ended the night by watching a show. Although Dylan's dance moves are a show in itself, but we forgot to get clips of it, so you'll just have to believe me. We ended the night with a snack and headed to bed. Good night.